It was just another school day, but Emily felt a knot in her stomach as soon as she stepped into the hallway. Two boys had been following her for weeks, laughing behind her back, whispering, waiting. Today, something felt different. Their eyes locked onto hers like predators, calculating, deliberate. She quickened her pace, trying to make herself invisible, but they mirrored her every step. A glance, a smirk, and suddenly the hallway didn't feel safe anymore. What had always been a place of learning and laughter now seemed like a trap. Could she get out without being cornered? Or was today the day her courage would be tested in ways she had never imagined? Watch until the end to see how one girl faced fear head-on. Wait a second. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Emily was an ordinary high school girl, quiet, thoughtful, and careful. She loved drawing in her notebook during lunch breaks, getting lost in books, and imagining a future beyond her small town. She wasn't looking for trouble, but somehow trouble had found her. The two boys, Jake and Ryan, had made her life uncomfortable over the past few weeks. What started as sneaky whispers and jokes had escalated into blocked hallways and threatening stares. Emily had tried to ignore them, tell herself it would pass, but the tension only grew. This morning, she walked into Jefferson High with her backpack tight against her shoulders, every step measured. Her heart beat faster as she noticed the familiar shadows of Jake and Ryan near her locker. The hallway was noisy, full of students chatting and lockers slamming, but she felt alone. The boys' smirks were unmistakable. They weren't just teasing this time. They had a plan. Emily had only one thought: stay calm, stay smart, and avoid confrontation. But deep down, she knew the day might force her to do more than survive. It might demand courage she didn't yet realize she possessed. As Emily approached her locker, the boys moved, subtly closing the gap between them. "Hey, Emily, where do you think you're going?" Jake said, his voice dripping with mockery. Ryan leaned casually against the lockers, smirking, watching her reaction. Emily froze for a moment, weighing her options. Step around them and they might grab her. Yell for help, and they could escalate. Ignore them, and they would feel emboldened. Fear surged through her veins, a cold weight pressing on her chest. Her backpack felt like a shield, and she gripped it tightly as she took a slow step backward. The hallway suddenly felt narrower, every sound amplified. Whispered laughter from nearby students echoed around her like a cruel soundtrack to her fear. Her eyes darted, looking for an adult, a teacher, anyone who could intervene, but no one was close enough. The boys laughed again, circling, trying to make her flinch, trying to provoke a reaction. Then instinct took over. Emily bolted. Her sneakers slammed against the floor as she zigzagged through the hallways, adrenaline surging through her body. Jake and Ryan gave chase, shouting insults, their footsteps thundering behind her. Around a corner, Ryan tripped over a stray backpack, crashing hard onto the floor. Jake stumbled, glancing back, giving Emily a tiny, precious advantage. She didn't stop to look. They both were still dangerous. Her heart pounded, lungs burning as she darted through empty classrooms and crowded hallways, weaving past startled students. Each turn, each twist became a calculated decision. Hide or run. Trust instinct or risk confrontation? Emily realized something surprising. She was no longer just a scared girl running. She was thinking, acting, strategizing. Fear had sharpened her mind, and courage, though shaky, began to rise. Every breath, every step, became a small act of defiance against those who sought to intimidate her. The hallways narrowed, the lockers loomed, and the echo of Jake's footsteps grew closer. Emily's heart thundered like a drum in her chest. She rounded the corner near the science wing, seeing the exit just a few doors away, but Jake was almost on her heels. Panic clawed at her mind, but instinct screamed louder. A teacher's voice suddenly rang out, firm and commanding. "Stop right there!" Jake froze, his smirk faltering, eyes wide with surprise. Emily didn't hesitate. She bolted past him, her bag swinging, legs pumping, lungs burning. The tension in that moment was suffocating, a knife edge between fear and relief. One misstep, one stumble, and everything could have ended differently. But she didn't stop. She realized in a way she hadn't before that running wasn't weakness, it was survival. Every narrow escape, every decision, had tested her in ways she never imagined. This moment, this chase, wasn't just about the two boys. It was about confronting the larger reality of fear, courage, and resilience. The hallway seemed to stretch endlessly, but finally she saw the yard beyond the doors, sunlight spilling over the concrete. Freedom was close, almost within reach. And in that split second, Emily felt the shift. Fear could not control her anymore. She could move forward, even when the odds seemed stacked against her. Emily burst through the exit doors into the bright schoolyard, chest heaving, knees trembling. Relief washed over her in waves, but so did the lingering fear, the awareness of what could have happened if circumstances had been slightly different. She had faced the harassment head-on, and though terrified, she survived. The adrenaline ebbed, leaving a new kind of strength behind, the knowledge that courage sometimes emerges in moments when fear is strongest. In the days following, Emily's story quietly spread. Some students whispered, and some teachers finally took notice. A few adults dismissed it as kids being kids, but Emily knew better. Her experience was a mirror of the countless students who endure intimidation daily, often unseen and unheard. She had become a quiet symbol of resilience, showing that survival isn't passive. It requires awareness, quick thinking, and inner strength. Emily realized that the school hallways were no longer just a place of anxiety. They were a reminder that courage could rise even in the most threatening situations. Her story challenges viewers. How many students face danger silently? How many moments of courage go unnoticed? Sharing this story is more than recounting events. It's a call to reflection, awareness, and action. So where are you watching from? Could this story be happening somewhere near you right now? Take care.